Hey y'all, I just wanted to jump on here really quick. I'm in my coworker's classroom because I got the opportunity to work with FlexiSpot, and I have one of their standing desks. So all of the information will be linked down below. But when they reached out to me, originally I was like, well, I'm not really remote teaching anymore. I can't make use of this. However, my coworker is our online teacher. She teaches a whole class of online students every day. So I thought, what better way to use something than to give it to her. So I am going to show you all about it because it could really help some of you out with the holidays coming up. It could be a great gift for a teacher that you know that should not be sitting at a desk all day and needs some time to stand. And this is just life-changing. My coworker has said how much she has loved it. It makes her so much happier that she doesn't have to sit all the time, and it has given her a place to put her TV. But let me show you the setup. Like I said, this is the FlexiSpot desk riser, and it has this bottom tier here and then the top tier. So she usually keeps her laptop down here, and then she has a TV monitor where she puts all of her students for Zoom so that she has a great view of them, and the fact that it is raised is so helpful. Now, this is just at the desk level, so it can be flat against the desk so she can sit and still utilize it. And then all you have to do, it's as simple as clicking this lever and raising the desk. Look at that. Everything goes up with it. So these are obviously her cords to plug in her computer, which it makes it super easily accessible. This thing is so sturdy, and it was all put together. The only thing that we had to do was slide this and lock it in place. It was literally just slide the tiered shelf and then flip the lock, and it was good to go. So that is incredible. I can probably even lift it even higher. Let me go see what I can do here. So here's me. You can see me in the monitor. And so this is a great height for me. I can't wait to be able to utilize this for myself. But like I said, she is our online teacher right now, so I'm so glad that I could give her something that could be so amazing because she deserves it. All of you online teachers truly deserve it. This is what the back end looks like. It does come with different little wraparound cord things to organize and zip ties, I believe, or something similar. Here they are. Yes, it comes with all of this stuff to organize your cords if you wanted. And then you can also mount your TV, your monitor at the top. So there is a lot you can do with it, but huge shout out to FlexiSpot for this awesome contraption that I can gift my coworker who totally deserves it. So like I said, all their information will be down below. If you know, not even a teacher, but someone who's working from home, it's so terrible for them to be sitting all day. So let me go ahead and lower this. Again, all I need to do is squeeze and press down. And the transition is so smooth, and it's just the one lever on this side. So it's solid, it's sturdy. I know they have a black one and a brown one. If you know someone who could really use this, this would be an amazing contribution. Even if you can use some of your school's maybe like PTO money or something to purchase this for them or yourself. I think teachers truly need this right now. So thanks again to FlexiSpot, and let me know down below what you guys think. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brianna and I am a 5th year 3rd grade teacher in North Carolina. I almost said like 4th year. I don't know. It's been a while. I feel like a veteran at this point. Hey, so I was about to leave, but then I don't know. I decided to grab a Diet Dr. Pepper and do some more work because I'm just not happy. There's so many things that I want to do with my kids, and there's not enough time in the day. And that just hurts my teacher heart so bad. Like today I pulled small groups for once. Actually, I pulled every single child. I can only pull 3 at a time. So for reading groups, I simply pulled them over here, and we're doing Storyworks now. Let me find it. So if you are familiar with Scholastic News and you have no idea what Storyworks is, holy cow, this is a game changer. And I mean, Scholastic News is great. We get both, but this is awesome. And I really want to dig into this more with my kiddos. I think I'm going to use this more in small group because we're not necessarily using it in our plans yet or in our rhyme time. But there's poetry, there's fiction, there's nonfiction, there's plays, there's grammar, there's letters, and it has an online component just like Scholastic News does. But like the text features in here are amazing, and the kids love this. The main story was the Titanic, and then online they have a video of just the author reading it out loud and just like visuals of the Titanic, and the kids loved that. We're watching like the read alouds during lunch, so that's awesome because they can keep learning and they're so interested in it. But like this is so amazing, and I really want to dig deep in this and actually like use it to its fullest potential. So my plan right now is to use it in small groups, but I pulled all of my kids 3 at a time. So I had 18 today, so 6 different groups, and we just went through and I had them, I would name a text feature and have them point to it. Then I would ask them to point to a text feature and tell me what it was, tell me what its purpose was. We just did that for like a few minutes just as a quick check-in. And then I did grade their quizzes that they took on Friday. I don't know if, actually I didn't vlog on Friday, but they took a text feature quiz, and I have 5 students who I definitely need to help out with that. So I kind of wish I had this information this morning. That way I could only pull them, but all the kids love coming back here. It's like a little treat to them, and it gets them out of their seat. So it was fine. It was a quick little formative assessment that I did, but we did that today in reading, well, while they were working independently, which was a struggle. But the thing that we did had questions worded weird, so it was fine. Yeah, today was not a very fun reading lesson. I need to keep that in mind. I need to continue reflecting on my plans. We used a story from NC Ready. Maybe I have it right here. How Plants Live in a Desert. And I modeled Oddball All-Stars, but this comes from the NC Ready book. And it had questions with it, and they were like text feature questions. Which text feature would help you find more facts about how seeds help plants survive in the desert? Like, they're good questions, but the short response, it was just worded weird. In what places around the world might you find some of the plants you read about? The kids couldn't understand that it was literally just asking, where are these plants? And which text feature gave you this information? Like, I don't know. They couldn't comprehend the question. Plants have 3 main ways of surviving in the desert. Tell what they are and how the author uses text features to call attention to them. They're like, what? So it was just worded weird. They struggled with it, to be honest. I mean, my higher ones did great, but my lower ones struggled. Something new I'm doing this year, actually, is I have an extra book box over here, and I'm keeping all of my extra copies in here. I used to do this in the past, and this is just really helpful when a kid needs something or my coworker needs a copy of something, and then I'll go through it eventually. But that is there. I'll show you my outfit in a moment because I'm wearing a cute t-shirt, but I am going to grade their morning works right now. I talked about this over the summer, but I love this Common Core Math for Today. So anyway, I love grading this day by day. It's simply 4 questions. It's a super quick check, so I can see where my kids are at with like spiraling things and just basic skills. And I typically use this. I did this more in 4th grade because that's when I used this book daily. It's in my Amazon store, so I'll link it down below, but it's the Carson DeLosa Math for Today. It's just a spiral review. The front page goes day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and then the back is an assessment. So last week when I introduced it to them, we went over the 4 questions daily, but how I'm going to do it now, and then I graded them on the back, because the back is everything on the front with just different numbers. But how I typically do it is I go through and I check their work, and then I will just pull them in the morning. We have a good amount of time, like at least half an hour while the kids are getting off the buses, and they used to sit in the hallway and read in the morning, but I love that they come in because it gives me so much more time with them and it's needed. So I'll just meet with them quickly and discuss the skill. If they're really struggling, then I make on Google Classroom just a Google document for each of them. I go in there and I will add videos from either like Khan Academy or Learn Zillion or YouTube or something I make, just anything to help teach the skill, because these are old skills. And so they can watch that video during our intervention time, and then I'll give them like 1 or 2 IXL skills to show me that they understood it. And that is just such an easy way to differentiate and to reteach those old skills when I don't have the time. Now, obviously, if that's not working and over and over again they continue to struggle, then I'm going to pull them and intervene in a different way. But it is one way to save yourself some time. And I mean, it's extra time on the back end to set it up, but I think it's so worth it. And I don't mind sitting at home and copying and pasting. When you have like multiple kids who are struggling with the same thing, you just copy and paste the same skill, the same video. And if you do it from the start, hopefully they will not be struggling as much if you catch it early on. So like right now, it's only doing 2-digit addition problems. So that's super helpful to see if my kids are okay with basic addition, regrouping, even after I've re-taught it and things. So I went ahead and I've graded those. I also have the ELA version. This one is a lot more grammar because it's language, but I'm going to try it and I'm going to try to teach these kids. It's a lot of context clues too, but these are little skills that we never have time to teach. So the morning is just like the perfect time for it. So I'm really excited about this, but I wanted to do the math for 2 weeks, and then think I'm going to do the reading next week, and then I'll do the reading for 2 weeks, and then I'll start alternating back and forth just so I have a week to introduce and a week for them to practice. I will show you a few other things in just a moment. Let me finish up with this. All right, so I wanted to jump in and show you my outfit, my favorite sandals from Kohl's, of course. This is a dress from Old Navy. It's a short sleeve dress. It just has this black and white design on it, and it's just so comfy. It's the perfect little underlayer for my t-shirts. So this one says Queen of the Pumpkin Patch, and I just tie it. I'll show you what it looks like without the cardigan, but I threw this on because it was 80 degrees in North Carolina yesterday, and today it was in the very low 60s. So this cardigan is like the perfect length for a dress because it's like a dress itself. So I love how that looks from the front, and it's super thick and comfy. This is from Old Navy as well. My shirt is actually from the Teacher's Crate subscription box. I think this was either last year's or the year before, but then I have 2 more to wear this week from the Teacher's Crate as well. Their information is always down below. Super soft shirt, and it's the Bella canvas material. It's one of my favorite, actually the only teacher subscription box that I like. Okay, so I used to get extra larges, so this shirt is like extra big. The larges are a little bit tighter, so it doesn't have as much fabric, but it hits right at my waist, so it emphasizes the smallest part. So I think it looks pretty flattering, and then that's just what it looks like in the back. So I feel like this is just the comfiest way for me to wear teacher tees throughout the week. Just throw it over a dress. And I throw it over long dresses and jumpsuits as well. I'm in love with this little style. And then my hair, I washed it last night, but you know, we are greasy already. I didn't do anything special to it though, at all. And then my Fitbit hair tie, always on my wrist, and my sunshine necklace that matches my mom's. Shout out to Anna all the way in England. She sent me these little donut like photo holders, and I don't know what I'm gonna put in them yet, but they are just so cute in my classroom. So thank you so much for thinking of me and for spending the money to ship these all the way to me. Like, that is crazy, international shipping. Like, you are the sweetest. But they're the cutest little touch to my library, which, yeah, I need to clean this place up a little bit. Okay. The last thing I wanted to show you today was I grabbed an extra crate because we have been so ahead on copies. Now, normally, or throughout the week, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday bins are full for the week. And we have maybe 3 weeks worth of things right here for the future. What I really want to do is print out the plans and then have all of the materials in here. I have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And as you can tell, we use different workbooks and things throughout the week, so we don't have copies every single day, or we use some copies over and over again. Depends what we are doing. So this is like 1 week, which should be over here, but I didn't get a chance to move it last week. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm not going to do it yet because as you can see, all of those report cards I need to pass out tomorrow. So I'll probably pass those out first in the morning so I don't forget, because I have done that in the past. And then while my kids are taking a test tomorrow, because we have benchmarks, I will set all of this in the bins for the rest of the week. Yeah, this is stuff that we didn't get to today because Miss Pavensky is a slowpoke. She is a slowpoke. So I'll leave this on my desk to remember. And I think I'm gonna head out for today, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Today was an interesting day. We had a benchmark for math. So typically our students have reading and math benchmarks every quarter. They used to be countywide and the data would be compared throughout the county. But now we take the NC check-ins, so it is statewide, and they're on the Chromebook. And so we took our math one today. It was our first online math test, and I have 11 students still not done. I have very high expectations. So I taught them how to fold a paper. So what I have them do is, I used to have them fold it into sixths, but folding into eighths is so much easier for children. So they fold their scrap paper, since this test is online and they can't show their work online. And then I have them trace the lines on the front and the back. And then in every box, they write the number, put it in a circle, and they put a line next to the number. That way they can write what answer they chose, because then we are able to go back over the check-ins with the kids. So when we get their results, we're able to see what letter they chose. And even if they did get the right answer on their work, maybe they chose the wrong letter because it was on the computer, or maybe the test goes away and they need to type in all their answers again, or just like anything. Really, what is the most important thing is, for me at least as a teacher, is having the kids show their work. I taught them how to do that, which did take some time. Luckily, we did something similar the other day, so that was helpful, but I do expect them to show their work for every problem. And some of my high kids struggle with that. One of my high kids, it wasn't on this, but it was on something they were working on yesterday, was like, can we do standard algorithm for multiplication? And I'm like, not really, because when you do 3 times 6 and then you want an answer, you're doing that from memory. Like, I need you to prove it. And he's like, well, my dad taught me this. Okay, but a standard algorithm works a little bit different as you get older, and yes, you're memorized, your facts are memorized, and you have like 2 digit by 2 digit by 2 digit. I think it's pointless when it's 1 digit by 1 digit. Also, that doesn't show me that you know it, and you could just be taking a guess, or you could have memorized your fact incorrectly. So I'm like, no, I need you to show your work. Nothing aggravates me more than when parents teach their children that, because that is so not going to help him. I mean, we're not to the point of memorizing facts yet. So that's a tad frustrating to me. But anyway, I ordered some magnetic squares. These are A-tack with adhesive 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. Strong magnetic flux, reinforced adhesion, easy to install. This is a 100 pack. I will put the link in my Amazon store. But I'm going to finish putting magnets on my schedule cards. My kids have loved these, and I'm so happy I'm doing them again. I really want to do, when I taught 4th grade, and it's weird that I keep going back to the things I did my 2nd year of teaching, because I've taught 3rd grade. This will be my 3rd year in 3rd now. But in 4th grade, when I did have schedule cards, I also made like morning routine cards. But then last year, I would always put a slide up on the smart board, which I think I want to do this year. That way there's like a list of what they need to do in the morning, since sometimes it varies. I haven't really decided yet. I'll probably stick to the slide because sometimes I need to add a little bit of extra words. My morning routine cards, I actually think they're on my Teachers Pay Teachers store. I do not like them anymore. This format is very different. And these are not on my TPT store yet, but I may put them there. Anyway, I'm gonna put the magnets on those, but the kids really like to see what is the order of the day, even though we haven't been following it, because the math test, that's what I was getting at. We started by 9 o'clock. I had 2 kids come in late, so I had to get them started late. Then lunch came early for some reason, so lunch was here at 10:40. So we had to break for lunch. They're given as much time as they need to complete the test, and I think it took them so much longer today, especially since they're taking the problem and copying it down. And then I have them go back when they say they're done. I say, okay, now you need to go back to number 1, and you need to reread the problem. You need to make sure your work matches the problem. You need to make sure the answer you chose on the computer is the correct answer, the one that you want, and that that letter matches the letter on your paper, and then put a check. So, since I make them do all that, it takes a lot of time, but giving them that expectation from the beginning, I feel makes a whole difference, especially because I have to reiterate it so much now. Like, I repeated myself so much today, but as they make it a habit, it'll help them for years and years. And unfortunately, test taking is a skill that they will need. So this is their first year of ever taking tests, so I am laying the foundation for the rest of their schooling career. So I'd rather give them the best strategies possible. So anyway, after lunch, I had all intentions of us continuing to work on the test. However, tomorrow is Wednesday, which means all the students are at home remote, and I had to give them their work. So what we've been doing is we've been doing some assignments online and some assignments paper pencil, just so they're not on their computer for 3 hours. They sometimes, like for social studies, they're watching 2 videos online, but they're completing paper pencil work. For math, There is some paper pencil, and there's some seesaw activities, and there's some IXL. For reading, they are taking their reading check-in at home tomorrow. So the same thing we did today for math, they're allowed to take it at home because of our situation with Corona and everything. So instead of taking class time away to do that, we decided that is something that we want to be done at home. I'm hoping that the scores come back like they should, and that parents aren't helping their kids. You know that some of them might, I don't know, whatever. The data doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of just to give you a picture of what's going on. And I mean, I see my kids perform in class. So these are just things we have to do. So we might as well do it at home if we have the opportunity to, you know? And maybe that would be better for some of the kids because it'll be their own space and just on their own time. So I was explaining directions about how to log in at home. I was giving them all their papers that they needed. We were going over everything. Then I had to pass out report cards. Then I had to pass out honor roll awards. It was just a lot. And then we had enrichment at 12:15. So I had to bring my kids there, and they were there for the rest of the day. So we never got to get back to work on the test, but that's okay. We'll do it Thursday. I'm assuming either some people will have technical difficulties tomorrow at home, or there are some friends who don't like to do the remote work. They will have to take the reading one in school on Thursday. So we'll have time to do that anyway. I'll be able to give my other kids some kind of assignment to work on while they're working. And that's that. That was the day. I always get so stressed, like when I have to do things so particularly, like by the end of our little testing session, like I had kids cleaning up, and I had some kids reading from their book box, and some kids coming in from being pulled out to take their test in another room, and it was just chaotic. And I'm like, guys, you can't just do whatever you want right now. It was just a lot, but we made it through. So I'm gonna put these magnets on. I've assigned their assignments and scheduled them on Google Classroom for tomorrow. Their desks have been sprayed down, the cubbies have been sanitized. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Tomorrow is our planning day, and we typically are together literally all day. I'm staying after school as long as I have motivation to just stay on top of things and stay organized. I'm done with grading, so that's a good thing. But I definitely want to put task cards around the room today for math and reading. That way it's up, because I haven't been able to get my kids to go do it. I'll probably talk to you guys tomorrow unless I set up something and really want to show you. So this is how this board is looking. I actually need to put my cookie jar, maybe I'll keep it out until we're done with basic multiplication and division, because the doorbell rings is a story about cookies, and that's just the basis of our division. So I love having that reminder up there. But this is what my schedule looks like. This is the longest day. Our Mondays and our Thursdays are our work day. Also, I separate guided reading and math centers just because those are, I don't know, I think it breaks up the day better for kids too when you say this is a different subject or different part of this subject. So that's what that looks like. This black container is magnetic. I have another one up there. It's from the Target Dollar Spot a few years back. So I have all my blank ones here. I have our enrichment cards for today. So like media, PE, and art, and then enrichment. Again, on Friday, we have music and computer lab. So those are separated just because those are on different days. I have science and Fun Friday, which is what I switch out with social studies and recess writing, those kinds of things. And then these are all my little extra things like guidance, assembly, read aloud, and then I have PBIS award in here. So I'm gonna straighten those up now that they looked beautiful. I also have extra magnets in here, which is causing the issue. So actually I'm gonna stand these up because not all of these have magnets on them. So I'm just leaving them there for easy access. And then I have the rest of the magnets. It came with 4 sheets and I haven't even used a full one. So they're awesome. I don't wanna weigh this down with all of them. So I have a yardstick here, I have 1 marker. Currently we've been doing addition facts in the hallway when we take a full classroom break. I mean, full class bathroom break, I bring these out in the hallway, and their ticket back into the door is quickly telling me the fact. So we're gonna move on to subtraction soon because we've been doing addition for a while, and then we'll switch to multiplication eventually. I have my weekly newsletter posted here, and then I usually fill this space with something. I do use the smartboard to teach, but when I'm giving like a quick reminder or I need to write something down, I do like having this space for that. Some kids have given me cards, so I've placed them up here, but all this extra magnets and stuff, they're just kind of there. Let me fix that. And then I did want to, we have our plans in a Google Doc, but I've been moving them to Plan Book. So I want to actually move these plans into our Google Doc. So it's really crazy. We have a reading Google Doc, a math Google Doc, and a social studies Google Doc. And then we plan day by day, and then we take the subject and we put it on a separate Google Doc for the week so that all of our subjects are in order together. We used to take the plans and put it into Plan Book, and I still do that as well just because I like the way my Plan Book plans look. For the grade level, we keep it on the Google Doc. So I'm gonna do that now so that that's set up for tomorrow, and that's one less thing we have to worry about. And yeah, oh, I'm gonna take these magnets and let me show you where I keep them. So no, I never fixed this door. It might stay like this all year, but oh well. I actually used to keep them. No, this is like my sticky bin. So I have tape, I have command hooks. Ooh, I have sticker numbers. I might stick these to the kids' whiteboard clipboards because I was going to make vinyl numbers, which I thought I did. Oh, and look, here's some new blue tape. Perfect. I'm going to have to redo the lines. So we've been in school for 2 full weeks now. So this is what the tape is looking like. And honestly, I'm not going to replace all of them. I'm just gonna replace the really straggly ones because like some of the kids are really good about keeping their desks in the right place, but then some of them, it's just disintegrating, or like a lot of people walk right here. So I also have to put all the chairs up so that the custodians can clean tomorrow. Okay, let me go. All right, y'all, it is 6:30 and I should be long gone, but I got into planning and just creating things that I've been wanting to do. So that's fine. But I did want to show you my outfit before I go, because I love it today. This wrap, which is like, it has a cutout so it like hangs on your shoulders. It is open, so it's basically like a big shawl blanket thing, and I love it. It is black and white checkered pattern, or plaid, I don't know, whatever kind of pattern this is. Gingham, I don't know. Is this gingham? I could be totally making that up. Anyway, it's from Chic Soul, and I just wanted to show you, this is honestly how I style these with dresses. I think they look so cute with dresses, and this is just a plain quarter length sleeve maroon dress from Zulily, and I just feel like this little shawl helps me look so much more put together, but like super warm and cozy and comfy. So on a fall day, it's really cute. And then I'm wearing my Kohl's sandals as always. But it got up to the 70s today in North Carolina. It's like super chilly in the morning and then gets like super hot. So it's so confusing. And I'm not even showing my face. But hello, I wore the same mask as yesterday. I know, gross, but like I needed to wear a black one, so that's fine. And then just all my danglies. So I'm really excited because I'm working with Chic Soul again for Black Friday. So I can't wait to bring that to you guys. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all, it's Friday afternoon. It's actually 4:30 and it's been a few days. Wednesday, the kids are all remote and it's our planning day, so I was busy. And then I'm just so drained by the end of the day because I'm just constantly getting as much done as I can, so I didn't pick up the camera. And then I did post a few things on Instagram. If you missed that, make sure you're following me. I'm trying to update as much as possible, but I had this terrible, overwhelming anxiety fear that we were going to be pushed back to remote because the governor was making an announcement and there were rumors that we were going to be put back in lockdown. So I was in an awful mood and I just wasn't feeling well. You know, it's just that time of the month, so yes. But then 9 p.m. Wednesday night, superintendent calls the hurricane, strong winds, remote day on Thursday. So it was optional whether I came to school or not. I stopped by school, grabbed a few things because I was originally planning on Zooming with my class. I was overwhelmed once again because I'm like, I needed Thursday so bad. Thursday was gonna be my catch-up day and we're just gonna continue to fall behind. Well, I luckily had several awesome assignments to post on Google Classroom. I didn't end up Zooming with my kids because there were power outages everywhere. My power kept flicking on and off, so I didn't want to just set up this whole Zoom and then be kicked off. And I didn't want any of the kids to miss out. I didn't want to do a lesson without all of them there. So I just didn't do the Zoom, and the kids did have work that they completed. Luckily, we had sent home a project, so they were able to finish that. They didn't need the internet for it, just in case their power was out. They had their vocabulary, so they were able to finish that. So I was able to give them their quiz today. They had plenty of time to study all day. They had their morning work to do, which some friends still did not do. So we're gonna have a nice little talk on Monday because I just found some of their morning works today. I mean, after school, as I was going through their things, I did put on a new tan last night, and it's funny because my kids, oh, what a nice elbow we have there. Interesting. My kids didn't recognize me this morning. So that was funny. But today we had our reading test. We originally had a reading test and a math test. And as a grade level, we kind of decided no math test today. We wanted to be able to go over our study guide, and then some of us didn't give the reading test today, but I was like, oh, no, we are good to go. My kids actually got even more practice with text features being home yesterday. So I think it all worked out really well. They did amazing on the test. I'm so proud of them. We also took our vocabulary quiz. When the kids were done with their reading test, I had 11 of them that still didn't finish their benchmark for math. So they had to do that. So several of my kiddos had a lot of independent reading time today. But you know what? That's fine. I think some of them have read most of the books in my library already though, so we need to fix that. But I did do a lot of running records because we decided any of the students who made a 1 on the BOG, which is the beginning of grade test in 3rd grade in North Carolina. I don't know if they do that in other states. Let me know down below. It's just in 3rd grade because it's the testing year. 1 is the lowest score you can make. So we decided that we're going to do a running record to get their true reading level because we don't have a program that we use with Fidelity anymore. We have STAR, which is like a freckle assessment. But again, we haven't had much training on it. North Carolina is very good at using something and then changing it and using something and changing it. We used to use M-Class, but I just did Fontes and Pinnell running records. And I mean, my kiddos who made 1s, I think they just need to learn test taking strategies besides one of them who legitimately can't read. So we're working on that. But other than that, my class is amazing and they did very well on their test today. So I'm very excited and I just love them. So yeah, let me show you my shirt. This is from the Teacher Crate subscription box, and it is the shirt from this year, and I've had their October box for 3 years now. I wore the one from 2 years ago the other day, but this is, or from last year, whatever, the cutest one yet. I teach the most spectacular students with spider webs and bats, and it's just so cute. So for size reference, this is the large. I used to get the extra larges, but I mean, the large fits great. And then I am just wearing some jeans. They look black on camera, but they're just really dark blue. These are, I think, the Rockstar jeggings maybe, from Old Navy. I love these jeans because they don't have a button or a zipper, so they're essentially just leggings, but they really look like jeans, and they're really good quality, super soft and super stretchy. And then I'm just wearing my old Vans. I want to wear my new Vans. I got new ones, the white checkered ones, not the white and black, just the white, but it's been stormy, obviously, since we didn't have school yesterday because of a hurricane. So these are now my shoes that I wear in the rain, I guess. That's my outfit, and then my hair is just in a top knot because it's Friday. And then I'm wearing my sunshine necklace. This is from Brian Anthony's, if you ever get Instagram ads for them. And then I just have my baby pearls because I lost my giant pearls, but these are easier to always keep in, so that's fine. Yesterday, while I was at home working, I printed out Kim from Elementary in the Mitten. I printed out her positive affirmation cards. And just like she does, I'm going to tape them around my mirror right now. That was my goal with this mirror, and I'm excited to do that. So I'm gonna do that before I go today. I have some of my new books spread out today. One of my kids already read through this whole book. They read through them so fast, but it's amazing. They're awesome. I did get this set of 3 free books with my Scholastic order. All of my new books from Scholastic were free, which is incredible. And I've just been grading and staying on top of everything. I imported grades into the online grade book, changed my calendar to November, and yeah, it just feels good to not fall behind. And then we have a work day for election day on Tuesday next week. So I'm gonna have plenty of time in my room. I know we're going to spend some of that time planning together, but we definitely want time in our room, and I don't want to spend that time grading. I want to spend that time like going through my file drawer that I never file those things and just organizing in my room. So I'd rather be on top of my grading now. That way it's easier later. So I'm gonna do the mirror really quick and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, so that is done. Obviously, the glare's a lot worse with the camera more towards the top, but it's super cute. I could have spread them out, like some of the darker ones with some of the lighter ones, but whatever. It's all mumbo jumbo anyway, and I like it. I might move this side down just a little bit so that the bottom is even. I love it. So now when the kids come over here, they'll just be tempted to read these things, and positive affirmations are so important. So thank you, Kim. This is beautiful. All right, that's a little bit better, but it's perfect. It's supposed to be just random and super cute. I am going to head out for today. Thank y'all for joining me this week. Don't forget to make sure you're subscribed, follow me on Instagram, give this video a thumbs up so it reaches as many teachers as possible, and I will see y'all in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.